What's up, all you stars and studs? It's the 10th wonder of the world, Jake Smith.
No one's ever confused me for Doja Cat. My name's Joey Mayberry.
You're not painting the town red? You're not in like the little knockouts? Or wait, they're not called knockouts. I always do this. What are the AEW girls? Do they have a name?
AEW girls.
AE women.
AE women.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm not
all women.
Red, my skin. That's the right.
Well, guess what? We're not alone this week, guys. We have a very special guest. They're one of our favorite guests to have on here because they're also the only one we ask back ever. So JK, we love all of you. But it's Wreckno!
The biggest gay DJ Lita stan that exists in this world has come back to grace this podcast.
Yeah.
Because it's a special week.
I'm so excited.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh my God, thank you for coming back. We love when you're here. And we love that you always come on for like these iconic pay-per-view weeks. So
I come for the good weeks. I come for Unforgiven, and I come for anything that's like, I guess, Lita and Trish oriented.
Yeah. And you know what? I think like just you being here is an omen because the women were on SmackDown this week. We have not seen them in a minute. So
we're gonna get to SmackDown. Jesus Christ.
I won't even say, like, legit this week, I was so used to just being like, oh, okay, I gotta watch the stuff for Golden Era. It take me like 5 minutes. And then it was like an hour of footage.
Wait, this week was a chore.
Literally, I threw it on the TV earlier, and like we'll get into the Big Show moment, but there's just a moment where Arlie's next to me, and it's just like, the fuck are you watching? Just like, I don't know. It's a daytime soap opera, apparently. I don't know.
Literally the longest segments ever, but we'll talk about it.
So long. We'll breeze through them. That parking lot one. All right. Okay, guys. But this is the Golden Era podcast. If you're not familiar, welcome.
Jumbo.
Jumbo!
In honor of Mean Girls Week.
I was gonna say, come on, can you hear it?
Oh my God. Wait, I actually want to see that. I don't really like musicals, but I actually want to see it.
I don't want to see it, but I probably will see it. I just saw a clip of Busy Phillips on Watch What Happens Live, and they showed that clip of her like being the cool mom, and I was like, oh, they fully told this bitch she couldn't be Amy Poehler. Like, you can't go in and redo Amy Poehler 20 years later. But I was like, there's something about the clip they showed. I was like, I want this to be good, but it looks.
I want it to be good. I don't feel like it will be, and I can't wait to watch. I'm ready for the cringe. I'm ready to just be like, it was terrible, but I watched it several times. Like, horrible.
There's a 30% chance it's already raining.
If I can sit through 2.5 hours of guys not even kissing for Saltburn, then I can watch anything.
Okay, first of all, bone to pick with that film.
Several.
Several. I was like, wait, this isn't even like gay. Like,
I was like, it is homoerotic.
It's homoerotic,
it's
but
straight
like
adjacent. But I was like, as a queer person, there is not enough kissing or anything happening.
There was, I was very disappointed. It's very queer adjacent. Joey, you should watch it just because I would love your reactions on a few things from it.
Oh, I gotta watch something that sounds like the name of a Texas bar.
That does sound like it. Like, it's out, but there's things in it that, can we tell you one?
Is it a penis? Because I thought there was a penis.
There's penises.
Okay.
There's a penis, yeah.
It's like the least of it, you know what I mean?
That's like really the least of it. So the one part that like a lot of people are talking about is the one guy like is taking a bath. It's like the guy from Euphoria.
Jacob Elordi.
Jacob Elordi. He's like
he played the Elvis, but not the annoying Austin Butler one. He played the new Elvis and Priscilla.
Oh, these are all Marcos conversations. Thank God for him.
I was like, I know Marcos knows about all of this that's happening.
if you saw who Jacob was, you would know who he is, though. Like No, but like you've seen, like people have posted him and been like, "Oh my God, so hot!"
He's like hot boy of the
hot boy of the moment. But like he's like flavor of the week, and like people think he's hot because he's like also stupid. So it's like,
wait, hot boy?
The thing is, hot boys.
Nasty.
Hot boys.
It is nasty, and that's the thing. Tell him, Jake. Tell him.
So he's in the bathtub, and the one guy is like obsessed with him or something, and he's staying at his house, and he's watching him jerk off in the bathtub. So they're sharing a bathroom also. So it's like a bathroom in the middle or whatever. So the one like a Jack and Jill, like so the one goes, he after he finishes doing his thing, he like leaves the bathtub, and the other one comes in and like gets by the drain and like slurps up the water and jizz water like left there. Saltburn. That's like
so I went in
starfish
thinking,
and the jizz flavored water. Okay, got it.
It is very
the trailer doesn't make it look like what it's actually about at all.
Absolutely not. Also, there's just a point for me where like someone on Twitter gave me shade for this, but I was like, that movie could have been like an hour shorter or like 40 minutes shorter. I remember like taking a break and coming back, and I was like, okay, we're still doing this.
I'm just at the end of it, I was also just kind of like, why was it made?
No, I don't understand that. It's definitely like an eat the rich vibe.
Yeah. So there's that. So anyway, Into Semen, watch it. But also Into Semen, listen to this podcast because we are talking about Backlash. Ooh, Backlash. Guys, we're talking about the week of April 12th, 2004 in the women's division this week.
Did we talk about what this podcast is about? Or
it's about women's wrestling from like the early 2000s.
And semen.
Semen. Semen. And now presented by Semen.
I'm like, no, enough about Rico.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
All right.
This is such a funny week for me to be coming on. Like the
really?
human that I am. Like I was watching that segment like, oh, I'm gonna have words.
We all do, baby. We all do.
I just need to give a shout out though real quick as we're starting this recap to underrated icon of the week, Jan, the makeup lady. Jan, we get Jan on Raw and SmackDown.
Go for it, Jan.
Jan
was looks, babe. Jan was the one girl that they had. They fought over her chair. You know.
Oh
that.
yeah,
like,
they're like, get me that fucking Jan chair. I do not want the other makeup person who doesn't even get camera time. Like, I want Jan.
I feel like it was Sandra and Jan, and they ran that thing like.
Yeah.
You know.
They just wanted to live their fantasy. It's fine.
Fulfill your fantasy. So,
why was there not a fulfill your Jantasy Divas Battle Royal?
So Jan is doing Trisha's makeup, which looks pretty done. So, but like, I was like, she looks great, good to go. And Trisha's like, okay, get this. I have to wrestle Chris Jericho at the pay-per-view, and I do not want to So then we got kind of forgotten about character. Well, we don't really ever have to talk about them, and I hope not too often. But
no, Christy Hemi's coming up. Don't worry.
That's right.
Yeah.
So Eugene makes an appearance.
Oh, I was like, ooh.
So
you mean Nick Densmore? That's what we'll call him.
Nick Densmore. So the character of Eugene was Eric Bischoff's special needs nephew. I'm not really sure why this was ever okay.
Would not go over
why, but I've gotten to know Nick Densmore after doing a few shows with them, and he's a very different person than Eugene.
I'm sure.
You mean they're not like I mean I don't know. But like would have never guessed this was a character. So
the year of 2000. Oh, I can only imagine. Honestly, though, the year of 2004, I remember like when I first started watching, like I'd get the DVDs, and that's like how I like understood WWE history. Is I just like find the DVDs.
Yeah.
And I remember just getting a couple of the 2004 and being like, who the fuck is this guy? And why did they put him in here for like a year? And then they're like, all right, we're done. Like.
I was just like, it was because he got like a really heavy push. Like he like wrestled Triple H at SummerSlam that year.
Triple H, he like tagged with Ric Flair and won the titles, and like,
yeah.
I mean, he had the Hulkamania segment at WrestleMania. It was like they let him live his truth for like a year under the worst gimmick ever. But then they were like,
then they're like, ooh, maybe this is problematic.
Maybe we're done.
So,
that's not the reason they stopped. You know it's not.
No, they said this is problematic. We're gonna move on to Muhammad Hassan.
Yeah. Who loves terrorism?
Like, and it's like they almost swapped them out with their Mania exchange. I'm like, all right, one with the other.
Oh my god. So Eugene comes over, and Jan's like, "Hi, Eugene." Hi, makeup lady.
So my makeup woman, lady, wonderful person, Morgan, who does my makeup at all my shows, is officially going to get called Hi Makeup Lady from now on. She's gonna but I'm keeping it.
Hi Makeup Lady. And then Trish is like, you know her, but hello. 3-time baby of the year. Hello. And he's like, slut.
I was quickly reminded. I was like, "Oh, this is her era of that." Okay,
this is slut era,
and just a slut era.
I'm not even gonna lie; it popped me.
I laughed. Yeah, and the Regal comes by and he's like, "I'm so sorry. He doesn't know you're a slut. Let's go. So then Christian comes by and she's like, "Did you hear that?" He's like, "Yeah, don't worry, babe. I'll take care of Jericho." And you just pin him. Okay. I'm not a slut.
Her like angrily crybabying, like cradling in his arms, like not a slut. I was like, this is hilarious. This is comedic Trish at her
How
finest.
has no one yet mentioned his snakeskin pleather shirt?
Wait, we were gonna get there.
I want it. I gotta go.
You would rock it. I feel like I could see you crushing it. For some reason, Christian he had a lot of fashion faux pas,
there's been a few times he's come out in like this, like there was this one, like it looked like a Pride shirt a few weeks ago. He loves a netted material.
2004, man, like it was just different back
I feel
then.
like he is like rocking like a thumb hole. Yeah.
It was the year of the metrosexual.
I could see him like being, like the shirts, like maybe from like a Kohl's or something, where it's like the Kohl's, like where it's like a long sleeve shirt, but it's also a t-shirt, but they're not two separate items where they're actually attached though to what I'm talking about.
Loved those.
I feel like he would be the purchaser of those. I think he would be the purchaser of like a long sleeve shirt with like a thumb hole situation.
I love those too.
Joey,
you're getting dragged right now. I will say he did have some really cute gears. I think a little bit after this era, like when he would start to do the big hood and like the cool like long sweatpants kind of walkout vibe. I was like very into his look and his entrance look around then. But I always thought he's had this tight leggings, and then like his padding would always kind of give. Like, do you know what I'm talking about?
Like a diaper.
It would give diaper, and I was always like,
someone owned, like I've seen his gear for sale, so it's actually a pair of briefs he puts over that. So that's why it's giving diaper. But like, I'm like, how come no one ever said to him, "Hey,
look, you got a diaper"?
it's giving you shit yourself. Like,
it really does.
Like I was nervous when he came out in that all white at WrestleMania. I'm like, uh-oh. Like
hold on to your diapies, baby. It's Christian.
But it definitely does give diaper. Yeah. Like, do you think maybe he was like maybe like padding areas with
I mean I don't know. I feel like obvious cupping would be pretty obvious.
Tights can be a little compressing. Yeah. Like, I mean, they make Woof clothing makes these like little strappy things that go around everything to like give it a little boost. So,
just buy something with a pouch. Buy some underwear with a pouch.
I don't know. It's 2004. They don't have that at Kohl's. So
but the Kohl's underwear section is where I found my sexuality. So
really.
Well, Kohl's used to have like the little string bikini section.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved. Listen, not proud of this, but like obviously my parents were not going to buy me my little slut underwear at 14. So I stole a pair of like slutty panties for men from Burlington Coat Factory once. Like, they're more than great coats. So
they're going to write it off. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. They're never going to notice. No one was going to buy them anyway at Burlington Coat Factory. Let's be for real. So it's fine. The police are going to show up at my house.
Is that a whole bottle of Jameson?
Is that a whole bottle of Maker's Mark?
Yeah. I'm in my like. These are like the glasses I got Doug for Christmas. These were very expensive, but
like steel at the top.
It's black, like they're Waterford, so like it's like black glass. Like they weren't what I thought. I thought it'd be like a clear black glass, but it's fine.
It's dark.
I love that your glasses are name brand. My glasses brand name is Target. Like,
oh honey,
this is from the Meyer. This is a plastic fake glass, and I'm drinking the Avril Lavigne's Beatbox.
Is it good?
It's actually delicious.
I'm gonna have to try it.
I love a big jug of water.
Eleganza extravaganza.
Now that we've had our Gall TV moment.
Oh my god, this is very Gall adjacent. Oh my god. So anyway, okay. So
gay ass women.
Gay ass women.
Wreckno, send this to Mickey.
Okay. myself. All right. Okay. So anyway, so Chris Jericho, we cut to him. He's doing the highlight reel. And he is, talking about how he's going to be wrestling Trish and Christian at Backlash. And it's Christian. It's going to be the slut. Oh, why can't I remember this? Like
the
BTF.
Filthy,
dirty,
disgusting, bottom feeding trash bag hoe.
Yes, that's it. And the CLB versus Y2J, and Trish needs some vitamin C. No one needs vitamin C.
You missed AOL, MSG,
DMV,
90210 24/7 championship. That was
yeah. I don't know. To be fair, I did
hear some Jericho. I'm gonna be straight up. Sorry.
You were what?
I was skimming.
That's okay. I was skimming him too. I actually, when I cut this clip, I didn't realize Lita didn't come out to the end. I was like, oh, I would have just cut him out talking because, truthfully, he doesn't deserve my time.
I forgot she even came out at all. So I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Better.
Something. Because he was talking about it. First of all, can I just sidebar? No offense to any listeners who are on this right now, but doesn't the idea of a Chris Jericho cruise just sound like something with people with a lot of seat odor?
Nightmare.
I'm I'd jump off. I've had people ask me, "Are you going on that?" And I was like, "No, I go on actual vacations."
Girl,
I was like, "That sounds horrid."
Wait, is it a wrestling cruise or just a Jericho?
Clear.
Mixture. It's Fozzy and wrestling. So he plays Fozzy sets, but then he has wrestlers come on and get paid to do wrestling in the ring. It's truly sounds like my fucking nightmare. I'm gonna be straight up.
Yeah.
It sounds like a Republican nightmare.
Yep.
But that's just me.
I'm sorry. Anyone who wrestling fans, no offense, we love you so much, sort of. But if your identity is my favorite band is Chris Jericho's band, no.
Quit lying.
Stop it.
We actually played
forever
venues recently.
Did you really?
I don't know where his tour was at. But
shit in the dressing room.
Literally, I saw it was someone was "Oh, Bozzy was just here because they knew I liked wrestling." And I was it's a dude promoter being "Bozzy was just here," and I was "Sick, that's so cool."
Waka waka.
Not a fan.
I could just see any of us sitting on that cruise, in the sea of wrestling fans, looking up, just being "What if I become?"
This is not the Atlantis cruise. I did not sign up for this.
I'm sorry, no, this is not what I signed up for.
Exactly.
Not for me. Oh my god, I would die. oh my god, I actually like want to like find a way to exchange Chris Jericho cruise people's tickets for like the Atlantis cruise. There was like something like, what happened a few years ago? Someone died on the Atlantis cruise or something like
Probably.
that. Yeah. I was like, oh, those bitches are high. Come on. Like,
probably. Yeah. Well, did they go overboard or did they die? Because people who go overboard,
I think they like
ruin it for everybody. But people who just die kind of just.
I think they just like
they went
died.
overboard on Molly.
Yeah.
That sounds really terrible. I just know so many festival cruises that have happened where someone would go overboard, and then everyone has to go back to port, and then you're just done because like
there was what was it? Like there was something because I know I made like a joke, and I was so proud of myself in like my gay group text where it was like. There was something where there had to be an evacuation or something, and I was like, "Well, the lifeboats be seated according to class."
Titanic.
Yeah, and then like it was like, "Bitch, there's no class on that." Like I was like, but
fair.
So
very fair.
Yeah, I'd like to go on one, but every time I search gay cruise, I just land on squirt.org.
I always end up on Sniffies.
Sniffies!
I do a lot of advertising for my company on there. It is. Wow.
On Sniffies?
Yeah, well, I do like prep marketing.
It's
so like, I had no idea what it was like prior to like starting this job.
It's a little. My partner showed it to me when we first got together. He was like, "This is the new thing," and we were like in the woods on an actual walk, truly, not on a legit walk. And he was like, "Yeah, this is Sniffies," and I remember being like, "Oh, it just tells you exactly where they are. This is like Jeffrey Dahmer's favorite app."
I was someone.
Have y'all seen the TikToks where people are like just making fake Snippy addresses and sending men to random people's houses?
Like that old woman's house. That old lady's house. Old lady's like, "You're the fifth guy here today. Like, what's going on? What's the app? How can I get on it?"
Wait, I actually want to do this. This sounds funny to fuck with people.
This old woman's like, "What app was it now?" And the guy's like, I can't say." And I'm just like, this person has.
I just love that she was so sweet. She's like, "Is it Grindr?"
The worst though is when you log on and like I have a friend who like we're good friends and I love them dearly and I support their sexual exploits and their like fake Twitter that I know about. They're alt. Thank you. I was like, what's the name of it? But when they were on Sniffies, I was like, oh, how do I block this? I was like, I love you dearly, but I don't want to see you.
I think that's kind of like a common courtesy of like a friend when you like if you saw a friend on Grindr and you're like, I'm not gonna hook up with you. I see you. It's like as long as they don't know that you obviously blocked them, so it's a big deal. But
it's so we like run like prep things on like our Grindr where like people will like ask us about prep and stuff like that, and I'm like what's gonna happen like when it's like someone I know. Give them the tea. Give them the tea. But like I was like all these like gay hoes here. No, like I do this. Back to this shit. But we hope you enjoyed that segue. So I really debated bringing it up on the podcast just because I know it was a good story and I was very proud of myself. So
get your life. Get your shit.
So oh, whatever. So I edit this, so you're gonna listen to it anyway. So, anyway, all right. So Lita comes out, and I was hoping we'd get her come to the ring and just maybe hype her Victoria match a little bit. But
the outfit, I was okay with her getting her ass beat. I was like, okay, take her out.
No, we don't insult this outfit.
I'm kidding. I live for anything she. Sorry. No, I really do. I live for this era of the mesh that she was doing. She's doing a lot of different versions of mesh, but there was a point where I was like, okay, if it's just like an open mesh sweatshirt, you can take her out.
I have to say, spring summer of 2004 was a struggle for Lita's gears. I will be honest. I
don't agree. I don't fully agree.
I wasn't a big fan. This one
wasn't my favorite though. This one wasn't my favorite. I would say this was one of my least favorite of this era, but like Backlash gear, Bad Blood gear, girl.
Well, her gears were good. I felt like when she wasn't like wrestling,
or
when
like
she was
hang out,
like when she was like I'm prego, like.
There was one recently where I saw and it looked like one of the seats. She had Sandra in the back, just like stitched two random pieces of fabric to a sports bra. And I was watching this. It's the one where Trish has a crooked hand and she's in her little like cap.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And she's just like talking shit to her. And I was like looking at this shirt Lita was wearing. And I was like, you're supposed to be giving maternity now, but I swear to God, like someone just whipped that up for you.
I could just say, "What you want, baby?"
Exactly.
So I love the mesh sweater.
I do.
For it.
Joey, this is eye-opening about your wardrobe.
My body, my clothes. But like, legitimately, I loved this. Like, I love it a lot.
You know, Joey, I do love you, but what I do hate is no, just kidding. But so Trish comes out and she just like she starts wailing away on Lita, throws her into the stage. And Eric Bischoff runs up. Hey, you girls want to fight so bad. Trish and Lita right now. With this, and this is a very. We just need to embrace this for 1 second, though. This is the first time Trish and Lita have gone one-on-one in like probably 3 years.
Yeah, a long time.
Like, which is weird to think about because like Trish Lita is such an iconic rivalry, and it's like, oh wow, they actually haven't like wrestled one another. Yeah,
it's like it was like you could at that point you knew they had something, but like you hadn't seen all that they had to give yet. So like, and also too, you could hear it in that pop when they're like, they're going to go one-on-one right now. The crowd gave them a main event level pop. And I was literally watching it and I got chills. I was like, I
can't imagine any other thing. Like, can you imagine them being like, Gail, Kevin, Nydia, right now? Right now. Like, they'd be like,
Jackie and Torrie in the ring. Like, no.
I just couldn't. I just love he walked out and he's like, you two want to fight? And I was like, Lita didn't want to fight.
Yeah, I was like, she just wanted to wear her sweater. But yeah, like it was awesome, like seeing them get that reaction. And this is also, in addition to this being like 3 years, this is probably the first time we've had like a real like competitive match, because everything we've seen with Trish and Lita up to this point has been like Trish, well, like I mean, in terms of like Trish being able to wrestle, like because like Trish had been doing
both of them, even like, being like seasoned 4 years into their craft.
Exactly.
Like, the 2002, 2001 matches were so rough. Whenever they did go in together, they were fun, and the crowd was kind of into them, but they were really bad.
I remember we watched one, like it was like maybe the first episode when Joey and I started doing them together.
Because I think did you start a week after Survivor Series?
Like like we started that, and like Trish and like was doing like backslides, and like they were like whoa, like, you know, like so. But Joey hated this match, so let's get to it.
So, you hate this match
so bad.
Oh,
Joey's face is like giving me. I just want the sweater. I want them to stop wrestling. Like
I didn't think the wrestling was bad.
I didn't either. Yeah, it wasn't necessarily exciting, but
it was okay.
It was boring.
Here's Joey's hate me moment. It was boring as fuck. But like, number one, why'd the sweater stay on? Love it, but why was it still on? Number two, here's how this match went. It was like Trish beats up Lita. Lita backs Trish into a corner, does 3 punches, then Trish knocks her back down, puts her into a chokehold.
Yeah.
Fights up, gives some elbows, and then hits her, and then Trish puts her back down, puts her into a chokehold again. The longest chokehold ever. Like, no one can make Lita tap out, period. Like, remember last weeks ago when Jazz had Lita in the Jazz TF or whatever for like 9 hours?
8 years. Like
it was the same thing in this match. It's like Lita doesn't tap. That girl's going. Like,
the way I'm trying to justify it though, was that Trish, this is really only the second time we've actually seen Trish wrestle as a heel. So I think it's a style she's still very getting used to, because she's used to like being hot tag Trish.
Yeah,
like coming
getting her ass beat until she makes a comeback, you know, and then
that's what it was missing though, was Lita beating her ass.
Well, I did think that Lita came back at certain points. Like there was a point I noticed how like Lita did like the monkey flip into the rollover.
She did 2 monkey flips.
But there was monkey flip where she was monkey flipping everywhere. But my thing was like there was a point when she did something that was kind of slow, and the crowd still was like popping for her. So I was like, she can kind of do, like, she's at this point, they've been waiting to see legit singles matches for Lita, I feel. So they were like, still, everyone was kind of invested, you know?
Yeah.
But there was a point with the suicide dive where there was clearly I don't know if Trish wasn't close enough or what happened, but Lita just kind of stood there and, like, stared at her. and Trish wobbled around, and I was like, okay, this is a little awkward. But I don't know. I just like I liked, even though it wasn't my favorite match, like rework wise, I really liked just seeing like how into they like into
Yeah.
Lita and Trish and Jericho.
The crowd was like all about it. So like for me, that kind of made up for it.
Insight to that, because like Trish was wibbly wobbly and around on the outside.
Well, do you think she was like checking to see if she's good? Like,
no, that was a complete make sure she's gonna be good thing, because one thing in wrestling you do not do is you do not dive on somebody unless you have made eye contact with them.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So she was waiting probably for eye contact.
Yeah, otherwise she's gonna die. Like land like Mia Yim did in that Io Shirai match, just like flat on the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, so like the crowd was I have an unpopular question to ask. Do you guys think if like the internet was like or like Twitter existed or something existed at this time period, do you think the crowd would have turned against Lita?
I think that seeing the vitriol I've seen for her, like as a huge diehard fan in this day and age, the common thing that a lot of really straight wrestling fans have said is that Lita came back and she couldn't keep up, which I don't believe, and I don't think that's true. I think Lita had a very specific style that it like the crowd loved Lita so much. Like you've heard women be like, you could fucking flick her in the nose and they would cheer or boo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like she just like had a specific style. Did she have to step her pussy the fuck up when she came back? Yes. I believe that 100%. But I think that I think with the internet and the way that they keep the girls alive now, like I think their whole ugly duckling years would have been shit on way more. I think it would have looked a lot different. Now it's looked at as this golden rivalry because we had so many marquee matches that were like, you know, the Raw, the Unforgiven, there's so many different things that were amazing. But if you would have heard maybe what all the marks were saying leading up to that, it might have looked a little bit different.
Yeah, I always wonder that. Yeah.
Well, when people think that their opinion matters, which they don't, the only people whose opinions matters are people who have podcasts.
I was saying the people in the back. Oh yeah, the people with podcasts.
But like, just have you went on wrestling Twitter recently? Like, it's just a hot. Like people.
Oh my god, it's a nightmare. Well, like don't say like anyone like someone would be like, wow, that Katana Chance, she can't do shit. I was like, okay.
She's doing like 7 flips in the air. Like the girl can't do nothing. Because she's like one ninja warrior, can't do anything. I'm like
these stupid shits. Like,
but also I have to take wrestling Twitter with a grain of salt. I watch the delusional takes just for fun most of the time.
Yeah.
But like it is like I can't even imagine what the OG legends would be like if they were able to just log in and see, wow, you suck so bad.
Oh yeah, it would be a totally different landscape. I'm glad this wasn't a thing. Then like I hate wrestling Twitter. I just like use it to post housewives videos. So
wrestling Twitter because legitimately I'm just gonna start like going renegade on wrestling Twitter because I'm so sick of people being like. Specifically, when you brought up Katana Chance, they're just like, she's so tiny, she can't do anything. I just want to be like, it's fucking fake. It's not real.
It's like exactly, or like even that, like thought process with like someone like Rey Mysterio, who's super fucking tiny, like a legend. It is one of the biggest titles you could win. Like, I will say with Katana, I needed a little bit of time to like. Girl, you got a fucking DJ in the EDM scene on your fucking podcast. I will say their gimmick makes me fucking hate them.
Agreed.
Their ability is insane. What they're doing as their gimmick makes them so dislikable to me. And
we love to party.
I love electronic music. They are, when I tell you, I don't know if they came up with it or who came up with it, but like it is like if you took the scrape the top of what EDM is, which makes sense. It's like the mainstream version of it. Scrape the top of that barrel, and then that's their gimmick. And for me, who's very immersed in electronic music culture and loves wrestling, I'm like, oh, you're making this look so cool, man. It's so stupid. Like, it looks so stupid. They're like, we're going to throw a drink on you and then keep partying the VIP. I was like, I watched that and was like, take the titles off of them.
I need Katana specifically, and this is like a gripe, but I love a slutty attire, and like whatever she's wearing, those shorts are not slutty enough for me. And
I'm personally tired of her bubble braids. Like, I really I like when she just does her natural hair.
Same.
There's a lot
I liked what she was. I liked her when she was Casey
Catanzaro.
Yeah. I like, they're like, you need to be a little bit flashier for your team. I get that. I love the name Katana because I love Mortal Kombat. But like, it's just, I don't think it personally fits with what I'm seeing. But I do like when all of these are gripes with just the presentation.
Yeah.
The things that they can do in the ring
are amazing. They're so fun to watch.
I always liked watching them. I've been like, they need to get on the main roster and become champs, and they are now. I'm really thankful that they are because they are a cohesive team.
I'm glad there's like a real exactly
an
like
actual tag team is like the tag champions. I'm like, great.
It's just like, but I agree on the gimmick. It needs to like, it doesn't
it needs
fit.
To tighten up
it feels so forced.
It
it's
feels
like
forced. And also like
EDM.
It is. It's like Kid Pop EDM, and also their entrance music sucks ass. Like, I'm just gonna be. It's so bad. Also like this is different. Different.
Yeah, I mean,
it's my taste, obviously, but like I was like, man, if they did this in a really actually cool way that was like reflective, I'm like, you don't have to be like deep underground or anything like that, but just make it a little bit cooler. Like right now, it's just getting like. We're in the bottle club and we have bottle service and it's VIP. And I'm just like,
which is not how EDM shows are.
Not a lot of them, no. Like
their gimmick should be like that they have like a credit card because they're like broke as shit because they're always getting bottle service and stuff like that.
Like, see, if it went to something where like they have addictions because they keep partying, I'm like, okay, yeah, get them out of the club. Let's have
like just like
character arc.
Like Casey's like tweaking on the ropes or something like you good?
No! Katana's like, or no, Caden's like, yeah, well, it was all good until Casey found meth. And then she hit the volley a little too hard and it just
give me the tag. My tooth fall. Okay, all right, okay. So Trish Lita. So what happens is Christian comes out, he interferes, he throws Lita into the guardrail. Chris Jericho comes to Lita's rescue. And then like
that guardrail spot every time. Right? Christian, they've done that multiple times on TV. And
I love seeing Lita get thrown around. Like she's an underrated seller of that shit.
She throws her body into it.
Yeah.
My favorite thing ever is so Trish and Christian are attacking Jericho. And the crowd's just chanting for Lita to get back into the ring. And I knew it wasn't going to happen because we all know Lita doesn't save people. She just doesn't. She did it once.
Yeah.
And never
she did
again.
it the one time for a return, and that's it. I will say I did have a couple of notes. I did have notes. Okay, well, I had two left over for the segment. One, Lita was the first woman to successfully make a woman kip up, on TV. I will say, like at least for me, I don't think I ever saw another woman do a kip up and like get the crowd behind them like Lita.
I don't. Yeah, I think like if any woman did it before,
I don't know.
Like,
I don't think Sable did that. But
no,
like
enough for anyone to care. Yeah,
right. And no,
I want to say Alundra Blaze did a kip up.
That actually.
No one cared.
I wasn't born yet.
I don't care about Laundry Blaze. No.
Alundra Blaze.
She's too busy on Instagram trying to make like her feuds happen. She's gotta stop.
She followed me back, so I do love her. But also,
that's
I'm
nice.
Like,
that's nice. Don't listen to this. Get off the phone.
How crazy is the dynamic that when Trish and Christian are in the ring, getting the boo slut chants? I thought about this parallel that I never thought about before. Lita and Trish genuinely did have such parallels in their career because a year from now, when it's post WrestleMania on April 7th through 10th or something, Lita is going to be standing in the ring with Trish while they're screaming, "You screwed Matt, and you're a slut," but with legitimate hate behind it. And I was just like watching it and was like, oh my god, Trish like did this angle as like an actual angle before Lita ended up doing it. And I love that parallel. Like I just saw that and was like, okay, this is actually like they both did the same thing, but one of them did it way better.
I actually never made that connection that like that actually literally was Trisha's whole feud.
I was like, oh, well, and then also Lita said like there was only a couple girls who didn't treat her a certain way afterwards, and Trish was obviously one of them. And I was like watching this, and I was like, obviously I don't know, but like, you know, if you get Trish probably got a year of being called an uber slut by probably a bunch of fans and stuff. So Lita's was much different because it's very
I wonder who was a bitch to her. I want to know what girls. I'm trying to think what girls
like
were.
She said only in the Lillian podcast. She said the only people that would talk to her was Lillian, Trish, and then pretty much Lillian Rico was friends with Edge. So like that was.
Oh my god, that means Stacey was a cunt to her.
Stacey wasn't around enough to give a shit at that point.
That's true.
Yeah, but I have a strong feeling that like I don't know, but I just have a strong feeling that like. Probably a lot of the girls who are fighting for the top spot. I'd imagine like a Victoria or like like the higher up girls who are probably like you fucked up, you did what you did. I'm sure that some of the girls, all the guys looked at them.
And a lot of it too at that time too was a lot of like newer like Diva Search girls too.
So they're just like also Lita famously has like I don't know if you've ever like seen when Michelle McCool and the girl. They all have a conversation where they sit around for table for three, and Candice was like the only person that was really mean to me was Lita. But then she's like so Lita was always really harsh on the Search girls because like
it was Molly Holly that was in that conversation.
Yes, it was Molly Holly too, and they were and I just remember seeing like Candice being like, "Yeah, Lita yelled at me for doing my makeup on the ground in front of a mirror," and I can imagine she was probably just I'm not gonna say crotchety veteran, but you spent your whole 5 years.
Not for anything, but Candice doesn't seem that bright.
We're not going to talk about Miss Trump or Michelle.
No, she's very sweet. When I met her, she remembered me and she said I had great health.
So much.
Oh,
when she had her run, I loved Candice so much. I always have a soft spot for it, but then I'll just have to like avert my.
I'm just prefacing, guys. When we get to Candice Michelle. Honestly, actually, her whole WWE run, I'm going to be standing like crazy, and I apologize in advance.
It's already given, but Unforgiven 2007, I will be present. We will be talking about it.
Oh, yeah.
The crucifix pin win is still one of my favorite, like, Tebow wins.
Yes. Oh, my God. Okay. All right. Well, off of Candice, let's move on to. Girl, I had to get one in.
Y'all gonna get me kicked out of locker rooms this week. Like
you're gonna be as long as you don't be doing your makeup on the floor. So like learn a lesson. So all right. So Trish and Christian beat the shit out of Chris Jericho. We loved it. So okay. So let's go over to SmackDown, guys.
SmackDown. What's the
fun? It's time for Pride. So also wait, can I just say?
I forgot we were even talking about this.
So wait, I just have to include. There was a segment in the match. I didn't include it because there were no women in it, but I just want to preface it real quick. Charlie Haas was in the back, and he's like, "Oh man, I can't believe I have to wrestle Rico." And Jamie Noble came up. He's like, "Yeah, what kind of sexual things you think you're gonna do to you to win in the match?"
You should have left this in.
I know, I regret it now. And then like Charlie, and then Nunzio comes up, he's like, "Good book," and like slaps him on the ass, and like he's like, "Oh, get up." Oh. So so
many thoughts about this one.
Yeah. So one thing that is a highlight for me in this match is the runway debut for Rico and Jackie. I love this little runway stage.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Runway. Bring it to the runway. Bring it to the runway. Bring it to the runway.
Still at the runway. I just wish this was like a figurine accessory. I would have loved to have this little stage with my toys. Like, so
you can buy the one that comes with Bratz dolls.
True. Or the Britney Spears stage.
Passion for fashion. Oh, the Britney stage. Yeah. Oh, I love the Britney Spears figurines. Underrated. gems.
So
Very
good.
underrated.
Loved
Oh,
those.
so good.
Great figures.
And you can click the buttons and the stage would play the songs. I was living. It was
Right.
like my
Those
little
were
Nicholas.
those and the Spice Girls figurines were my favorite toys. Love
Okay,
those.
wait.
Oh.
Did anybody ever have the Josie and the Pussycats dolls?
The what? Wait, the what?
Josie and the Pussycats, like when the movie came out, they had
Oh,
the live dolls, but so that was when it was like they made.
Oh, I'm searching.
You know the Barbies where they made the boobs like silicone.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got those. My mom bought one for me when I was like 5, and she saw one without the shirt. It was like, oh my god! It had to
Wait, they had like fake titties? Ooh, I want these.
Little nipples. I know. Yeah, I love them.
Oh my god, I want
nipples.
Wait, that actually looks like Rachel Lee Cook.
It is.
Whoa.
I thought you said the Pussycat dolls had action figures. I was like, I wanted Nicole.
Well,
Oh,
you know
I
what I
meant
just
Josie.
found out exists? Did you guys know they made Charlie's Angels dolls of like Cameron Diaz?
I do know this because I had Cameron. I had him.
Oh my god. I just found out about this like a month ago and I was like, wait,
My
I would
eBay
have
is
bought
about to
these.
flare up for you bringing this up. I'm about to be searching now.
Did
Wait.
Pink ever get a doll?
Pink.
I don't no,
How would
no.
love-
Like I was like feel good time. Like I think no, but they have
Lion, when it takes all, the rules are there are no rules.
okay, guys, time for the Prodigy song to come on. Oh, you gotta get him!
He's kind of new. It's like I will say, we had a race. We had like a dirt bike track in my grandpa's backyard, and the amount of times I would be driving a quad around and like screaming the dialogue from Charlie's Angels 2. Like I was in the middle of chasing the thin man on a bike. It was.
Well, he's just a kid. Also, Charlie's Angels Full Throttle is better than the first. Sorry, not sorry. So, all right, okay, guys. Sorry, this is the most chaotic episode we've ever done.
I'm living for it.
So
I'm kind of sad to be the sober one. Like I'm just.
I think this is why I don't know if this is why I'm having so
Thanks,
much fun.
Avril.
Really good time. Thanks, Avril. Love you.
Yeah. So,
Don't make things so complicated.
all right. Okay.
Runway. Rico.
So they're on the runway. Jackie's wearing like a weird skirt situation. It's actually I would wish she wore pants because I hate this. When she gets to the ring, she like hikes it up a little bit like she's shitting. Like she's like, gonna pop squat. Like,
Okay. I know, Jake. I know you don't. Right? You watch Drag Race, right?
Oh, of course, yeah.
It was giving me Spice Design Challenge.
See, I love the spice design. I
I love
What does
it. That's
that
what it was
mean? Hold on, I
giving.
have to
but
Google it.
absolutely get it. Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Spice Design Challenge.
It's a cute little
I
design.
love that you're googling this.
Oh, wait, the one in the middle looks like it. Yeah.
Is it the-
Okay.
Is she holding a disco ball?
Wait, what is the no, she's wearing like a two-piece. What does Spice Design Challenge mean?
Well, so
Spice
Spice
is
is
a drag
the
queen.
name of the queen who is in the design challenge. She was like this kind of like newer.
Oh, her name is Spice.
And then
Yeah.
her sister is a twin named Sugar.
Is she a Nitro girl?
No.
She's actually an illegal substance called K2 that I can't buy at my local weed shop anymore. So,
Okay, so there and Charlie Haas is mortified he has to wrestle this baguette, and he is like so he's gonna wrestle this baguette, and Jackie is like not really doing too much, like, you know, she's just kind of there. Charlie Haas comes out of the ring at one point and she grabs his ass and he thinks it's Rico, but it's not. And then
Rico's
after Rico's already grabbed his ass, she grabbed his
yeah,
ass.
Rico grabbed his ass. Rico already grabbed his ass. Yeah.
Okay.
And then Rico kisses him, and that
Fully on the
causes
mouth.
fully on the mouth. Causes,
Gay panic!
So causes Charlie Haas to become erect, and he is like, everyone knows.
Everyone knows, everyone can see. I'm
Everyone
into
can see.
this.
He's into it. He's been outed.
He
And
divorced Jackie expeditiously,
Mhm.
and it was just over.
It was over, divorced her, and then he went to the back and he just like licked Rico's semen out of the bathtub. And it was a weird segment. So
the actual end, though, was, if I could say, it was like a visual hate crime watching it back. It's just like watching a man actually, you know, Vince told him, you're going to have to heave so hard that you have spit in some puke coming out.
Yeah.
Because a man kissed you, which is...
And showed you his thong.
He's like, ooh, and that's what gets him. The thing is, it's not the kiss, it's the pink thong. He's like, ugh. I'm like, okay.
Even though, huge, not secret, almost every almost every male wrestler wears a thong. Like a large,
huge not secret. Almost every male wrestler is gay.
Yeah. Also, not for anything.
There is a few on the main roster I can confirm.
Ooh.
For reasons.
You can't do that here.
On the main roster, like a double we?
Did we edit this out?
No, because I'm too lazy, but we'll talk off camera. So
do you want me to tell you the truth answer?
Yeah.
We have to go after.
We'll
we can't out anybody.
We can't out anyone. That's rude.
I'm not outing anyone. I'm just saying there's a couple of them that I know like to have a little fun on the side, and I know that, well.
But enough about Vince.
Hold on.
Anyways.
So Rico shows his thong and causes him to throw. Not for anything. Charlie Haas was once led by a man whose thong we've seen on TV before because I had many JPEGs of it saved on my childhood computer. No, Kurt Angle.
Wait, he had a thong?
Oh my god, yeah. There was like an episode of SmackDown in May of 2002 where he got pants and you saw his little blue navy thong.
I think Kurt Angle is so hot.
Oh, wait. Listen. Listen. If you don't want to hear us get turned on, do not tune in to the episode when we talk about Kurt Angle coming into the shower with Joy Giovanni. Kurt Angle rubbing those nippy nips and those little green briefs.
My favorite thing is like, to them, that was the funniest thing that they saw like at work all day. And then to gays, it was like everything.
It was an awakening. It was everything. I had my own angles going on. So like
someone turn on the skillet because I'm awake. I'm alive.
I wanted his Joy Gia on me. So anyway, so all right. So Charlie Haas got sick. It's homophobic and gross and we hate it. But Jackie's there. We're happy to see her on SmackDown full time because she's actually used a good amount. So I'm happy for her and this new journey for her. She's kind of like Torrie too. I'm
gonna be real. I hate the Miss Jackie era, mainly just because, and that's just like I love the divas.
Yeah.
When I think divas, I think like 99 through, like the era of the divas. I love all the eras in my own way. I will say when there was the girls that were just clearly not cut to be a wrestler, and like obviously I don't know, SmackDown was kind of the show where you put the girls who weren't as good as wrestling because there wasn't going to be a title on there, which I understood that, but like it was just, I don't know why it never caught for me. I loved Sable because she's like Sable, but like Jackie just for me never really took off. And I don't know, I think her short tenure kind of shows that like it's just nothing really for me.
No, and I've said this before. I don't think everyone needs to be a wrestler. I like Jackie a lot as a manager. Too. Yeah, like I actually enjoyed a lot of her heel stuff with Rico because she would come in and do a move. It was fine. Like
I enjoyed I enjoyed. This is probably one of the main like actual manager things I've watched of hers. A lot of the stuff that I have seen of hers is her wrestling because I would like watch the matches with the women more than I would watch like, the men's with the managers, I guess. So I'm sure that she probably had a great run as a manager. I think just for as someone who like really does the wrestling side of it, when the girls kind of like show that they're growing and stuff, I just really also but I feel like I'm just salty that they got it.
No, but I think that speaks to it though. I think she was sent to SmackDown to work on her skills because she has like a little feud with Dawn Marie and stuff like that later on. And honestly, the matches aren't very memorable, to be honest.
No.
Yeah, I remember the feud. I don't really remember the matches that much, but I think that kind of speaks to it. I think they were kind of hoping Jackie would get it.
Well, and I think out of all the three, if we're talking Dawn, Torrie, Stacey, Torrie, or not Dawn, Torrie, Jackie, or like Lydia would have been like the four. I would say.
Yeah.
Like, Lydia's on Raw now.
Well, she's over there now, but like in that era when kind of they were. Wait, was Jackie never on Lydia?
Jackie and Lydia were never on the same show.
Okay.
No.
So I would say
they were like traded.
The girls that they like kind of expected to get it, I would say Torrie got it more and kind of held it down for SmackDown.
Yeah.
And then they kind of bring the other like not as trained girls in to work with the other not as trained girls.
Yeah.
A little bit more trained. It's an interesting kind.
There's a period where SmackDown is really going to struggle towards the end of this year, like when they're bringing in like Michelle and like
and Joy
and
like, all
and
the leftover
Amy.
Diva girls and does Carmella go there or is she Raw?
No, she was on Raw for like 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
All I remember is her like giant hand coming to shake the coaches from off camera, like when weren't supposed to know it's her. It's like, and then she came out with like zero energy and being like, "Christy, you are a bitch."
It's well, I think that's just like the wrestling fan in me, the actual like the women's diehard wrestling fan in me was just like, I know these girls aren't going to give it, so I never really like it.
Yeah,
but
yeah, exactly.
I will say, it's beautiful gowns, beautiful gowns.
I do appreciate the Diva Search ladies and these model girls who did get like. I actually love Maria Kanellis. I think she like did her part. I
wanted.
She wanted. I love.
Well,
Candace,
Maria was a
obviously.
fan of wrestling, kind of too.
Yeah,
she like the girls who knew. Like I remember seeing an old interview with Michelle. Even she like understood.
Yeah,
Victoria were when she was beating them in each and Diva Dodgeball.
Yeah,
and it was like I was like, of course those girls came in and thrived because they already wanted to give a shit. But like the Carmella, who was like everybody hated Carmella because she didn't want to be there. It was like those kind of girls. I think a lot of them kind of slipped through cracks. That I was like.
The only Diva Search girl who I didn't think would ever get it, but I wish they gave her a chance, was Layla Milani from the second.
Agreed.
I loved her look. I loved her.
I wanted her to win. I
voted for her.
I voted for her too.
I didn't. What season was she?
She was the runner-up to Ashley.
Oh, so fun fact: my favorite of all the Diva Searches won, except for when Eve won.
Oh, really? Who's your favorite?
I don't remember. I love Lena Yada.
Oh yeah, Lena's fun. Yeah, but I loved. I think Eve was the
she got a job either way.
Yeah, Eva was sold. She's gorgeous, looks. I think she got it. Probably more so than any.
I will say I really wanted Layla Milani to win, but I love that Ashley took it because
I was fine with either of them because I stand when Ashley was like, someone's been training me to wrestle, so. Let me show you guys what I got. Let me show you guys what I got. And Chrissy was like,
monkey flip. Chrissy's like, I barely know how to take a back.
Chrissy's like, girl, I'm like, no, wrong one. But I loved Ashley. Loved her, but I really would have loved them to bring in Layla too. I loved her look.
I was surprised she did it. Like I didn't know if it was like maybe the second.
I feel like they offered her, and she was like, I actually hate it here.
I'm
going to Deal or No Deal.
Yeah. So, but she was great. I thought she was so hot. I loved her. I think she would have been a great match. So, all right, okay. Wow, guys. So, Torrie Wilson backstage.
Can I just say, this is what happens when I actually get to unleash with people that I love.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to everybody.
No, oh my God, no. This is like, whenever like I run into like wrestling people in public, my friends are like, you disappeared. I was like, yeah, because I actually had a conversation I wanted to have. So
yeah, I had to talk about that girl's outfit on that B show like in 2004 for like 30 minutes. That was my bad.
Well, none of you are going to sit here and talk about Amy Zidian with me.
Yeah. I was like, none of you are referencing that 20-second promo backstage where Kelly was reminding Mickie James it was her birthday and Mickie James forgot. No, yeah, didn't think so. So
what about the divas?
Come on, guys. So
do you even Rue DeBona?
So anyway, so Torrie Wilson is backstage with Icon Jan. So Big Show Go for it, Jan. So Big Show just lost a match, meaning he has to get breast reduction surgery. No, he is. He is. I actually do want to say though, I think I remember reading they did write Big Show off TV because they were concerned about his weight. at this time.
I'm concerned about his weight. Okay, so
I don't remember him looking like this.
Do you remember at the beginning, like way back when we
this
started?
Wasn't even when he was that y'all. This wasn't even like big.
Yeah.
No, but like when we first started doing Golden Era, we were thirsting hardcore.
We were like big, sexy. Ooh, we're like, ooh.
Because when y'all started, that was when they sent him back to OVW to get better because he looked so bad. So he had just worked and put in tons of muscle into being like.
He looked hot.
Yeah, he looked great in 2001, 2000. It would have been came back near the end of 2001.
2001. Yeah, now he looks not well. Like, I'm concerned.
I mean, a few years on the road, travel life is fucking terrible. I know he's a big dude, so he's probably not eating great. I knew he had said, too, like, this was maybe like 2010 or 2012.
Yeah.
He talked to John Cena and said something along the lines of, like, imagine if I had all of that muscle that you have. And he was like, here. And John was like, yeah, imagine that. And kind of gave him, like, a shitty answer. And that was the I think Big Show then as an adult, knowing he was like out of wrestling or getting a little bit, cycled out, he started to kind of switch at that point. But like 2004 Big Show, I'm sure he was fucking on that road grind, probably eating food, like good catering a lot, taking bumps.
Yeah, I can't even judge if I was on the road that much. Listen, I'm a bitch who loves my McDonald's. So
road life has been like tackling tour life and trying to eat healthy on the road is my biggest struggle personally. I can't even imagine how. Well, not only that, but then factoring in like going to hotel gyms in general. I'm like, I see you because fuck that.
Yeah, no, hell to that, no. So, all right. So Big Ho, he is in the back. He's all upset, and he thinks Torrie Wilson is laughing at because Janet and Torrie are like,
they're cackling. I hear them mumbling. I hear the cackling.
like Torrie's like, I know they haven't. I don't even know why I'm here. I haven't been on TV in months. So he's like, I'm just like stealing money from this company at this point. So he's like, and like Torrie's like, no, and Jan's like, makeup. So
good job, makeup girl.
Torrie's like in the chair, like peeing her pants, and he's like, love, and she's like, no, and he walks away, and she's like, Jan, I think I'm gonna go, and I don't have a match. Surprisingly,
I don't even have a match tonight.
I don't even have a match. I know I'm here. They usually don't. My key card doesn't usually work to get in the building, so I was just excited. So then Torrie goes to her rental car.
What did I do? I made a.
Wait.
He said he didn't like that one.
Oh, so Torrie goes to her rental car, which it wasn't great. So
it wasn't great, but here's my thing that I noticed. I don't remember what happened in this segment because this was just not in my memory bank. But I did happen to notice. I was like, Torrie, why is your car parked in the middle of the intersection?
Well, because she was getting ready to go. Someone had to pull up her.
She was. Well, we told you her card did not work. She was just excited she got in. She's like, I'm gonna go before anyone notices. Like just left it running. So.
I guess so.
So
I just want to. Can we just note her bag was like it was like one of the longest duffel bags I had ever seen, and I was like,
it was the size of the back seat of that rental Hyundai.
It was so big. It was the size of that back seat, and I literally was like,
what is in there?
I was like, okay, I know your ass with your fucking thongs and bras and panties that they're gonna have you walk out on stage and does not need that hot dog size duffel bag in the back seat. I don't know that part. I'm like, of all the things that weren't believable in this segment, it was that.
Chloe's inside of it.
And this is where I'd keep the women's championship if I had one.
She was actually holding on to the Divas title that whole time.
So Torrie's she's walking to the car with the body bag. Ooh, I wonder who's in it though. Sorry, I had a bad joke. I'm not gonna make it. So
make it off air.
I'll make it off air. So she's going to the car, and Big Show follows her out to the parking lot. So this seems like an HR issue at this point. And he's like stalking her, and she's like, "Show, please." I wasn't laughing. No, wasn't laughing. Show, you're laughing, and like breaks the back windows of the car. he's gonna have to pay for that.
This is what happens when the intrusive thoughts do win. I will say this. If you're ever self-conscious at the club, don't do this because they're not laughing at you.
They're not laughing at you. They don't care. And Torrie's like, please, please. So Show gets so mad, he flips her rental car.
Okay, can we just say the camera angles that they cut to the side of the car? I was like, okay, so he jacked that car up to the point where it got on its side. And then he was like, all right, from here, I will push this bitch over. I was like, I'm not even like a videographer, but I was like dissecting how they did this in my head. I was like, okay,
I just love how like this seems like a really large area too, but like Torrie just like stood there waiting too. Like it was like, go.
Like, I'm gonna be real. If a man even came up to me and said and punched the window, I'm out of there. I have my keys in between my fingers. And the mace is out. I don't know. It was very intense.
I would have loved to see like a side shot of her just like digging through her giant bag for like pepper spray. Like, I know I packed it. Like,
Chloe's just like,
no swimsuit. No swimsuit. No swimsuit. No swimsuit.
And I
no
just love
swimsuit.
Tanner. So like, I just love.
Fresh.
I just love that she like comes like running away like Sydney and Scream like like out of there, and then like so then we get to like the end of the show, and Kurt Angle's backstage.
Oh, hey, Drew. Wait.
Hey, boo.
I'm like, I have a problem. Harley, okay, well, edit this out. I'm so sorry.
We don't edit on this.
It's fine. It's fine. I no one expects perfection.
Going for this beatbox PR collection like it's my job right now. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Embrace it. Embrace it.
I'm like, edit this out because they're not paying me. But like, I will say, if you ever have the chance to try a beatbox, they've been sending me these for free for like a year.
Oh hell yes.
And they're 11% edits out.
11%.
Give them my address instead. I'm glad.
I will. I'm like, these need to get out of our house. So it looks like rocket fuel, but it actually looks a little
that
bit
looks like
piss.
gasoline.
It looks like piss. It tastes delicious. This actually does look
Salt burn.
Salt burn. Okay, I'm sorry.
I sat at Target on the way back from the gym and went, I should buy wine for tonight. And I was like, no, you don't need it. You don't need it, Joey.
oh, my bladder's like, okay. So Torrie somehow she got stuck with Big Show.
How did Torrie get on this awning?
Wait.
They needed someone to like. They needed to scare us, and they're like, you know, it's not going to scare us if Mark Jindrak's up here, okay? It's going to scare us if Torrie Wilson is being held, and we're showing. Can I just say, wait, Kurt Angle hitting that shablam?
Oh yeah, ooh.
Him at the end in the death drop pose, just laying there with his leg up.
We haven't even gotten there yet, y'all.
I'm so sorry.
So Torrie's up on the thing. So the stagehand comes over to Kurt Angle. You gotta come. Torrie's up on the stage with Big Show. Like, so they're like on like
he's got her on a ledge.
It's like a ledge, like the top of the bleachers, but they're like pushed in. Like I'm like, where is this?
I'm like, what part of the fucking stadium is this?
I could just see like someone like walking back to the oh, look at that ledge. That'd be a great thing for the show now. We're gonna put them up
Such good shit.
Put them up on the stage. So like they're up on these bleachers. Like Kurt Angle's like, no, I'll come up there. I'll wear my thong. So Kurt Angle comes up, and
I'm like that he knew how to get up there.
It was like probably like a stage. I mean, like I did a match with my figures once where Chyna and Triple H wrestled each other to the top of the stage, and there was like a little staircase. It was the top of my TV.
His thong. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
That's good.
But China and Triple H wrestled each other up a staircase, and when they topped, because it was a very similar spot, they were on top of my television, and China pedigreed Triple H off of the stage, off of the top of the Titan throne.
And she survived.
She survived. He perished. I remember I posted this in my figure pad, and someone was like, "This isn't realistic," and I was like, "They're toys."
So they're actually plastic action figures.
Yeah. So, and like one of them got a paint scratch from it. So okay.
Tragic.
So anyway, so they're on top of this. Kurt Angle knows the way. He knows the path. He has the key. He gets up there. Torrie gets like tossed to the side, and she is. I will say this is the best acting I've seen of Torrie thus far.
That's still not saying much.
I actually sat through the whole thing. Like I skimmed through like everything that Chris Jericho
Same, yeah.
But
I was invested.
Really sat there and was like, "Oh, we're putting in work today. I'm gonna watch what's happening." And Torrie is just like screaming, freaking out. And I was like, "She came for her paycheck. She really came for her paycheck." She said,
worked.
"If you're gonna put me in something and I don't have to wrestle, I don't have to take bumps, I will."
You're gonna call me a bitch?
Wait.
It was. I will say I liked watching Torrie act or try to act. I hated the entire thing. I hated every minute of the whole thing. It reminded me of if Big Show, you know when John Tucker Must Die when they mix his protein with estrogen pills? It reminds me of John Tucker Must Die when he's like, nipples hurt. And like he's like really angry at the coach while he's like playing basketball. It reminds me, it's just like bipolar manically being like, laughing at me, not to quit. And he's like, gonna cry. It's so weird. It was so bizarre.
But he chokeslammed. This is where the shablam comes in, because he chokeslams Kurt Angle off of the ledge, and he lands in a death drop.
With the leg up, just like the cut of him with the leg up. I'm like, obviously that's the symbol for a broken leg.
Or he's like,
my favorite thing though, as a wrestling fan, as soon as I saw that leg, I go, "Oh, this is why I was in the picture forever." I was like, "Okay, I remember this."
And then like they have like, and it looks like literal chocolate syrup, like dripping.
It's like really, really dark red.
Like the perfect little puddle.
Yeah, I was
Under
like,
his little cue ball.
I'm like, has he been tested for leukemia? Like, I'm concerned. Like,
it was an interesting one to say the least. I was like, especially too, like putting the SmackDown episode on and being used to 2004 SmackDowns. I'm like, oh, it'll be like a 4-minute clip or something.
Yeah, I was like, this is. I was like, oh my God, there's so much.
This is like 13 minutes long, and half of it is going to be the worst soap opera I've ever seen. It was low.
I appreciate Torrie's curls staying intact during the accosting.
Can I just ask, did she look at Jan and go, "I actually don't have a match tonight. I should get out of here"? Or did she did she cancel her match telling Jan? Or was she like, "I don't need to be
Jan,
here"?
can you get to work? Like
she said, "Jan, I'm gonna get some catering and get the fuck out of here."
You know what? Well, Jan owes her, because Jan's a bitch, first of all. Because
Jan shouldn't have said whatever she said. Whatever
Jan's
knock joke she told her.
Oh yeah,
her life.
Like Jan knew what I think Jan hates Torrie, because a few years ago, Jan is also the one who was like, "Oh, I saw your dad go in that locker room with Dawn Marie," and then Torrie found her dad in the shower with Dawn. Yeah, like what did she think they were doing?
Jan's setting Torrie up for sure. Jan's actually the low key. She's a sleeper villain.
Well, you know what? Jan's gonna come out like the next week and be like, "You know what, Torrie? I'm on the cover of Playboy next month, not you."
Jan,
you better Jan on tight. So
justice for Jan.
Justice for Jan. Justice for Jan. All right. Okay, guys. Justice
if you made it this far into the thing.
Where is Jan? I want Jan back. All right. Okay. It's time for Backlash. Guys, Backlash 2004. All right. So we have got ourselves a handicap match to kick things off with the ladies.
And Eugene's not in it.
What?
What's our straight boy?
It's eyes wired shut, running through my veins.
I really liked this song.
I did like this one.
I loved this one. Oh god, this is such a good era because
it was good. Get away again. This was
now
also
give us, like MGK and shit.
Yeah,
give me some hard rock.
They loved. WWE was obsessed with the Punisher soundtrack. They used 3 fucking songs from that soundtrack. This one was on it. This song was on it. The WrestleMania song was on it, and the Bad Blood theme were all on the Punisher soundtrack. They were like, "We love the Punisher." So like,
Punisher love WWE.
Mm-hmm.
See, I know that when I remember like watching an interview with Saliva back in the day, and it was something where it was like Saliva just being like, "Yeah, like it's WWE, but they like gave us a shit ton of money to like record music, and they're gonna like plug it everywhere." So I feel like rock hard rock, dad rock bands were in their bag with WWE in this era. Because like you could make pretty much the same song every month, but like a different version of it each time, and they were gonna eat it.
To be honest, like I loved this shit. Like I was like, I'm straight. Like bring
back the original Raw theme now.
Yeah, exactly. To be honest now, like I can't even tell you what like pay-per-view themes are anymore. I don't pay attention. I don't know. So like
There's
whenever like
no.
Yeah, like and like I honestly like unless it's like hardcore like slut music like Demi Lovato or something, I'm not paying attention to it. Like I did love when they had like Cool for the Summer, and I was just waiting for like
they did have Cool for the Summer one time.
I was hoping for like a montage of like Undertaker washing a car or something. Oh, but like we did not get that. But I don't like when they don't use raw. Even in this era, we get a few times where they use like Fat Joe or something.
I think there was something maybe in the last year where they used it. I think it might have been not this Survivor Series, but the one before. They used an old Ozzy song that was like rebranded as like, and there was like it kind of had that feel like it was like an old Ozzy.
The War Pig song for War Games.
Oh yeah.
Is that old or is that new?
That's old. That's Black Sabbath.
That's old. So I remember like that when that came in, I was like, okay, they're bringing at least the spirit of like.
I love that. See, like I would like to be honest. Like for me, that's like secret music. I don't want to tell anyone I listen to, but like what I like to listen to, like at the gym when I'm like I'm a diva in my match promo video, like
aggression era.
Yeah, I do have.
Is Ladies and Gentlemen on everyone's gym playlist because it's on.
Yeah. Oh, I love Ladies and Gentlemen. Wait, and I got to tell Trinity, not Trinity like Naomi, Trinity.
Caution tape Trinity.
Yeah. I had a conversation. Yes. Yes. So I had a conversation.
Not terrible.
Yeah. So like I had a conversation with her. She loves to talk. Because like we were like just talking to her.
She's Italian.
Like, she's Italian. So she was like, oh my god, I didn't think anyone would know who I was today, but everyone did. And I was like, well, can I just tell you? I was like, I listened to the Saliva song a lot from like the one WrestleMania you were on. I was like, because it's embedded.
She was on 23 here in Detroit.
Yeah. I was like, because it's embedded in my brain. You were the first one out for the Divas Lumberjill match.
They did Ladies and Gentlemen to that, didn't they?
Yeah, and they edited it so well because like it was like, welcome to, and it was her going, and I was like, and that is like embedded in my brain.
Was
you being the first one out.
Too?
Like I think she was wearing like, I was like tits were on point. Like I was just like, it was just like it's embedded in my brain, and like it's a pose I do. Like
I really wish they would have given her some chances at doing, because there was
great.
No girl that did crazy high flying shit in that part of WWE.
Oh yeah, well she was
like
telling
Lita
me too.
On.
Yeah, she was telling me girls were a bitch to her though too.
She's like, it was like the most toxic. I mean, from what the things have been gathered on the internet, it seems like that era of being a diva was one of the most toxic because.
But she was great. Era. Yeah, I wish they did more with her. She should have been on Raw. But okay, all right, Backlash. So Trish is out. Hate her outfit. Sorry.
It's giving Hillary Duff.
She is giving strong. She's about to be like, do a little Hillary Duff dance. She's about to be like hitting that.
Bam.
Down.
You can Fly, open up your. If you can't do the math, then get out of the equation.
Okay.
Oh, that's Hillary Deep
I
Cut.
will make
Sorry.
it a difference. We were talking about doing a group thingy for Wreckno show in Philly. I will buy a flight if you will insert "With Love" by Hillary Duff into this.
I will
set.
insert a Hillary Duff song that the crowd will know, but I won't be able to do it. Like if I did like "Come Clean" or like if I did "So Yesterday" or even "When Dreams Are Made Of."
What dreams are made of?
The girls.
Wait, are you saying the crowd won't recognize "With Love"?
Probably not.
But I don't think they
I
would. I think what dreams are made of is the song people would lose their shit for. Hey now, hey now.
Oh, the Philly girls would eat it up though. Whenever I play
they would listen. These Phillies, these gays and girls here, they would love it. They would be licking the semen off the bathtubs. So, all right.
Y'all underestimating "With Love." I'm just saying.
I love "With Love" too, but I'm just saying. I don't think it's the quintessential Hillary song.
That song got more pull than Go grabbing his thong.
Instead, it'll be like big drop and then cut. Hey. I could be saying that's so skirt as a top. Yeah. Instead of that's so gay.
I'm so excited for this show. I cannot fucking wait. I'm gonna pee.
Joey, seriously, if you make it out, like I will be so happy. But,
Joey,
just know we're having an ultra kiki without you. But
I'm gonna figure it out.
My home is open to you, so you don't have to worry about that. So, and I actually live very close to this venue, so like.
Okay, just make the bathtubs clean.
Okay, wait. Can we talk about in the promo vid for this match how when every time Trish slaps, it's like it does like the hard like steel on steel sound, and then she hits the chick kick, and it's like a gun went off, and I was just like, yeah, that is what it's like for me. That is what it's like for me.
It's like a gay made this.
Whenever they actually play the girls up in these like promo tapes, it's like like Victoria and Trish and Stratus or something. They'll do like the chair hit.
Oh yeah,
a crazy loud sound over it, and you're just like, that looked insane.
It's funny though too because I feel like promo videos that included the women, the gays, and like probably some of the girls like have it like you just said, like the Victoria Trish one, like that's the one I always go to, and the Mickie James Trish one are the ones like I remember.
Like Victoria Trish was like one of the first like.
Oh yeah, that actually had one. Like I'll never forget like the end of it with like the Victoria like.
She's like creepy staring at her,
and then like the Mickie James one. Do you want me to have it?
She's got like the crazy glow over her face.
Just like you lost your baby.
Is that for Survivor Series?
Yeah.
We were just watching that Trish and Lita thing at my house. You were like, I love this match. And I was like, oh, you mean the match where she just literally like they roll out of the ring and she beats the shit out of her? I was like, great. It was a great match. You're right.
We're also just like trying to have like deep conversations, and I'm like, hold up.
It is so funny though, because like when we talk to like wrestling purists about like how iconic these are, because like I would say too, like Lita and Trish Survivor Series was like iconic and amazing, but it literally was like a minute and a half of them just like hitting each other and then Trish breaking her nose. But I'm like iconic. The
whole segment is iconic. What I see as like someone who knows like what their like time cuts and lives were like back then, I was like, oh, someone like went over probably, or maybe I think they were even like match 2, so like maybe nobody did, but I just remember being like, shit, I better feel match.
Like I don't know, I've done that reference so many times in matches, just my nose.
I was telling Jake how full circle this is because you were just at my house and we were just talking about how we wish that they would bring the Backlash hooks back. And now the hooks. One of the notes I wrote for this episode was there's 4 hooks on the stage, but they're kind of like framing the stage.
Yeah.
But they're not moving. And I was like, this could be the last time we see the Backlash hooks.
Was there no budget this time around? Like
I think once The Rock and Stone Cold left, they said less hooks. We gotta do less hooks.
And for all you Gen Zers out there, we're not talking about the hook. whatever the AEW hook.
I don't know what that is.
What the fuck?
Wait, was this Wait, this was 2000. I think Final Destination 3 had come out at this point, and the woman who died with the hook in her hair might have happened.
That was two.
That was two. You're right. Okay, so this one was long out. Maybe, but I would have thought my thought process would have been like, someone's hair got caught. Elevator, yeah.
I just can't. I all I see is this. There was like the one hardcore match in 2001, and they're like up by
they
fighting, and I remember being like, "Did they swing on it?" I love that. See, like interactive things.
So fun. I think like Jeff Hardy grabbed it and like drop kicked like somebody on it. It was cute. It was fun. Yeah. I want to ride one. Like
exactly. I'm like, bring the hooks back.
Hook. All right.
I'm like, it's not WrestleMania Backlash anymore. It's just Backlash. We can bring the hooks back.
Yeah, backlash it. Do it somewhere where you don't have to like transport them. Give us real stages again. This budget shit ain't flying. So
we're looking like the barrel of monkeys with the arm thing.
It really is giving it. Also, though, I know why they don't do stages anymore. It's because they want to fit more people in the arenas. But I'm like, bring fucking stages back, please.
I mean, like, people just stop going to the shows so we can have better stages. So,
everybody,
like,
we need y'all to chill.
We need you to chill. You're poor, so don't go. So, stop being poor. So, so all right. Stop being poor. Bring the hooks back.
It's physical comedy. I don't know.
Okay, so Trish and Christian are wrestling Chris Jericho in this handicap match. This was a longer match than I remember it being.
Oh my god!
I was hoping you would only do the Trish ones.
Yeah, I sure.
I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna skip through this because
I did a lot of fast forwarding, and I was like waiting till like Trish was like not like I was like okay. So,
but she wasn't. She
like, oh fuck, Trish is on the ground.
Yeah.
Something happened.
Yeah,
exactly. Going back, yeah. Like I remember the first thing I saw that was like, oh, like when he caught her with that clothesline finally, and the crowd popped. I was like, yeah. So
I did love that she got a chick kick in on him. Right, that was cool. I did not love the spanking.
It's one of those things where
2004.
Yeah.
2004, and then also too, like when she talks about that time period where she got to wrestle the guys, she loves it.
Yeah.
Like she's clearly just thrilled that she got to be part of it. One thing I do think about Jericho is super misogynistic and terrible towards women, and has been so terrible to China in interviews.
Yep.
So terrible to. I've seen like light things where he said about this angle, not just this angle, this thing lasted from like November or October until like maybe did they finally end it with Christian Jericho at that level?
I think because Christian got hurt at around Bad Blood but then they had him feud with Tyson Tomko.
Right. So but I think Bad Blood might have been the last. There was like a cage match that was the last one. Or
yeah. Thing with them.
And and then maybe Christian got hurt and it was done. But like what I was thinking too, I was like, I think because I don't know this, but like everybody's pretty respected on this side of things with like Trish and Lita, at least standing with the company. Like I feel like there's some shit he probably doesn't say out loud about being also put with because he went from like Intercontinental Championship stuff to kind of like now I'm doing another thing with the women, and knowing how much I don't like it now, I'm like, good. But back in the day, I think he really hated women having to kind of.
To be honest, he probably was really pissed about it because, like, the year before he was wrestling like Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania, and
I recently watched that match and was like, I will watch Chris Jericho matches randomly and be like gagged at how good they are.
Yeah.
Take away what I think about him as a person.
Exactly. If you can separate that, he's super talented. I
watched the Shawn Michaels one recently. It was like I had like chills at one point. So I was like, this is so good, but like. Him and the things that he says about the women that he's worked with, like things he said about Joni and like China.
The stuff he says about China like infuriates me.
It's so angering because
I'm like, here's the thing though, because like no matter what he does in his career, to be honest, people are always going to remember China.
Absolutely,
really bothers him because like he did make her look good. I will admit that. Like I think he did help make her look great. But the thing is, China's always going to be more iconic. I know people now who like when like they find out I watch wrestling, they're like, oh, remember China? And like I'm like, fuck yeah.
When she said she was like a Stone Cold, she did it. Like,
yeah,
if you looked at the things that were being promoted of China at that point, it was like she had like a freaking like celebrity death match moment and stuff.
She was main fucking stream.
She was like, if you thought about wrestling, you thought about fucking China. So
yeah,
we won't go deep into this, but I will say her even just the exit asking for the things she asked for. Nowadays, the girls get that and more, and it's like she was that girl, and she deserved it. And
yeah.
I will stop because I'm looking.
No. She was just like China will always. She's an inspiration to me in so many ways. Because like the thing is like she's such like that combination too of like feminine and masculine energy, which is like very much which I like resonate with. Like, and I love that she's so like you can embrace your sexuality and like be like this, like I love being this, but also like I love being like a badass and I love being tough. And I love that she combined so much of that. And I think it's so inspiring and just like she's amazing. I love her.
Well, that's like that just like when I watch Jericho having any interactions with the women, part of my experience is like knowing the things that he said afterwards. And it's like even just seeing a little bit of it today, I was like, well, like Christian was in the mix, obviously, so he was able to, do his cool stuff. But like, there's part of me that was just like, I know you probably fucking hated this.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sure he did.
Does it not always fascinate y'all how much straight men don't like women?
Oh yeah.
Like it's kind of gay to me.
Yeah. I only want to touch men.
Like you only want to be oiled up and rubbing up on men. Okay.
Yeah, like it's so funny to me. Like when I hear like men who get like so pissed about like, I mean, because like intergender wrestling is not really a thing anymore. But like when I hear people like getting pissed about it,
they get angry. People get like very infuriated by even just the thought of it. Like
I was like, what the fuck is your problem? Like I was like, girl, like it's a show. But like there's people
suspend
who
your
are
disbelief like you are for everything else here.
Yeah,
like, just allow it to happen.
It's like, well, I can't wait till I hope inevitably like Rhea enters like the men's division or something like that. I'm really hoping she's in like the men's rumble or something this year.
I don't
like
know, honestly.
Yeah, because I want to see all these fucking idiots like lose their mind when she's like kicking the men's asses.
I feel like she's kind of like at this point, Nia came back back into the men's rebel at some point. I feel like Rhea, it's not that she's like the first, like China was the first and one of the most formidable people in the men's rebel, in my opinion. But like Rhea she has this steam behind her that like when you saw Trish finally get, the walls of Jericho or even that clothesline, that pop that she got in this match, I was like, now if someone finally gets to clothesline Rhea or finally gets to RKO Rhea. I mean, I feel like they set it up for Orton to RKO her at the like I think that's gonna happen. I really hope
I do too.
But because they know the pop that this will finally get if Rhea gets her due after fucking with the men for a year straight. I am really hoping they cash it.
It'd be such a miss if they don't. Like
because it's now. I feel like it's now. It's not next year. Say it again.
You mentioned Randy Orton. Now I'm just like thighs.
Girl, his comeback. I can't get horny on this again. We need to stop.
Okay, so so this match, it happens. Chris Jericho wins. So this feud it looks like it's going to continue a little bit. But it was honestly, this was kind of fun to watch. I love that it was a little long, but I did enjoy the Trish parts. So that was great. She's really, it's so crazy to me, like how easily she's come into her role as a heel. So like
she's just that good. Trish fucking Stratus.
Yeah. So good. Love it. Good for you, Trish. All right. So then we go to backstage and Eugene is here again and he enters the women's locker room and Gail Kim's in her underwear for some reason.
It's the locker room. She's chilling.
It's the locker room. And Molly has her wig off. She's like, oh! Like
that part, I was laughing because I love how down Molly was to be like
badass.
I also loved how sweet Molly was with him at first. She's like, Eugene, you can't be in here.
Oh,
she's showing her good Christian
I
ways,
know. I was like, I feel like that's like real Molly too.
That's just like her. No, like I will say, out of all the, I want to meet obviously a ton of women. legends. I have met none. Molly is one that I personally am like, I know you would be the nicest fucking person.
She really
you just embody like sweetness, and I know a lot of women in my life that are like good Christian women like Molly, and I'm just like,
can I just tell you a Molly story real quick? So like she so she didn't get a table at WrestleCon this year.
A Molly story, sorry.
Yeah, a Molly. So she went in her full Mighty Molly getup and met people for free in the hallway. And like took pictures with them and stuff like that. She didn't have a table or anything. She just came to WrestleCon and like people were lined up and just taking free pictures with her. And I was like,
people call her like men in this business call her the sweet. Oh, men in this business call her one of the sweetest / like just like best people in the industry.
Yeah,
she's just a genuine person. She was giving in the ring. Like if we're being real, like Molly is very much instrumental for the ascent of Trish Stratus. Like,
100%.
The 01 matches where Trish was clearly getting her footing and maybe Fit was coming in finally, and Molly was the one who was like, I will make you look like $1 million, do a wheelbarrow bulldog or whatever the fuck on me. Like, she was so instrumental to making all of the people we stand to this day.
I agree. I love Molly. She's great, and you can tell she's a good person too because she's one of the few who has said she prefers being a babyface to a heel.
Have you seen? I feel like I brought this up on the podcast. I know I have. You never. I will send you the link. I just found it on YouTube. There is a Molly Holly shoot documentary that she clearly did with a friend from when she left the company in 2005. And in the beginning of it, she reads what a dirt sheet is said about her. Her leaving the company, which was that the dirt sheet said she hates the direction, she hates how diva-esque it is, all this stuff, and then she goes, this is actually lies, and none of this is why I left the company, and she puts it in the fire and lights it on fire, and then she goes on to tell her actual story of why she left. And the one thing she even mentioned about in 2004 when the regime changed was she hated that she had to wear dress clothes 24/7. She didn't want to do that anymore. And then someone in her family got sick, and she was like, and she had found a lump or something like that. It was something in the realm of like a health scare.
Yeah.
And it was something so pure and real. And she was also like, it cuts to her whole family where they're like, you hated watching her as a bad guy because we know Nora, and she's like the sweetest person ever. And I don't know, I just like, I feel for her because she did her best work, kind of, as a heel, her most memorable work, but like, Molly Holly as a crash cousin, as Mighty Molly, those are the only figures that have come out. Like the only figures that are out are that era, and like it's crazy that they were just like, "You're so good."
I love her. Oh, we love Molly.
We love you,
Molly. Oh wait, I hit the wrong tab. Sorry, and there was a Charlie's Angels all staring at me. Okay, so all right, so then we got a women's championship match. Victoria and Lita. Very rare to see two face women going at it for the title, especially on pay-per-view.
Clear the commentary.
The commentary. To listen to Jerry the King Lawler struggle to get through two women wrestling without being able to talk about anything sexy. Like, he was on his struggle bus for real during
I felt like they were on their struggle bus trying to let you know that you're supposed to like, and I didn't think,
respect them as athletes.
No, I think it was like they were clear that they're both baby faces, and I think they knew that, so they were like, we have to call this differently. And there was just a point where I was like, okay, we get it. They're also just both fire at what they do, like just do thing. Like,
right, like it's crazy too. So like it's funny too because like I feel like Victoria. I feel like she adapted to the face style very quickly too in her like ring set. I think she's
I agree with her.
The personality, no, but like in the ring,
her walking down to the ramp and the kid kissing her, giving her the natty kiss on the little thing. I was so glad. We didn't see the dancing, and her song was the same. I didn't know. I was like, this is probably one of the last times before
it is. I think, yeah,
and before the song changed. But when she walked down there, she went, and the little kid like kissed her cheek. I was like, just feels like it would have been so much cooler if she was still crazy. Like, just
why couldn't she have been like a crazy baby face? Like that would have been so fun. Like
crazy people are fun. Like
like I was like that would have been awesome. But like I didn't. I don't mean to rag on her, but like it feels like Alundra Blaze. Like
that's a heel, mama.
Yeah, like it just feels like so like I can't get behind this.
I think what Lisa has shown outside of the ring, clear baby face as a human, but
yes.
like to me, from what I gathered from
she is very to be honest, like her going like this and being like kiss me on the cheek is something real Lisa.
I'm like that looks like what normal her would be, but everything she had shown on WWE TV up until
not this
and she knows she works better as a heel. She works like. I also will say, watching this match, it was like we never got a heel Victoria basically run, and this is the only match of theirs we really ever got. I'm pretty sure
we had the steel cage match with them.
This and the steel cage, which was, there was no build up.
It was just like random. Yeah,
great to see a cycle.
I mean, there wasn't any build up to this match either.
There would have been amazing to see like heel Victoria. Like I would have
do something.
Like I would have loved a real feud with them because like that would have been so fun. Like that would have been awesome. With like Lita getting to pull all out and like Victoria working her heel moveset would have been crazy and fun.
Absolutely.
So
I agree.
This match though felt a little bizarro land to me.
In what way?
So like number one, you had Victoria try to go for a moonsault. Which was like
Lita okayed, not just for that match, but Victoria has gone on record saying when Lita was injured, Victoria said this, she contacted Lita when she was injured and was like, hey, can I use a moonsault if I miss it every time? And like Lita was like, cool with me. So I think they just wanted to throw that in there in some way.
Yeah.
It was just weird because Lita never went for it. And also,
I was surprised by that too.
Also,
the moonsault was fucked up. Can we just talk? When she landed that moonsault halfway into her side, I felt my spine, my back, and my neck.
That was straight forehead to the knee. I was like,
It was she caught her like right. It was like right here, and it was like while Lita was on her side, and it just looked like
it looked rough.
It looked really bad, and it was like they kind of like the crowd like owed at it, like she maybe hit it.
It was the thing. I do agree. I do feel like it was a little oddly rest holdy too, if that makes sense.
Because of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, they're in a wrestling city. They were in Edmonton and Canada.
The one spot I was really confused on was like they got that like double arm hook thing, and it looks like Victoria was gonna like lift her up and like catch her with the widow's peak, but then like reverse
that would have been great. I don't think they wanted Lita to look.
That's true. Yeah, because like they are. This is sorry, the beginning of like a Lita push, not a great push, but a push.
They're starting to knock her down so that eventually at the end of this year we could
have that big moment
for months. Just give her the damn belt.
But the thing is no, she hasn't even been barely on TV. She hasn't even been having storyline.
She wasn't even at WrestleMania. She was. She is like a filler right now. Lita's one of those who's like always going to be popular. It doesn't make sense why they didn't really give her the title. Like even when Victoria won, the crowd was clearly like, "Hey, we want Lita to win." Oh, okay. All right, like so, like
they were a little bit more lukewarm, like towards Victoria in this one, but you could tell the crowd was still like.
To be honest, though, Victoria hasn't been on TV either at this point. Like she's been champion, but we haven't seen her really since like WrestleMania.
Well, no, WrestleMania the week after she pulls Molly's wig off.
Yeah, but then that's it.
Lita did that.
Yeah,
Lita did that. Did Lita not win a contendership match or anything?
She did. She won a battle royal.
Oh, okay, so it was like then building to knowing they're going to have Victoria versus Lita.
But it would have been nice to see like Victoria on TV in some capacity, even a backstage thing.
I didn't watch the previous week.
No, there was nothing.
You know why? Because they were focused on Trish.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and that's the thing. It just feels like this is like an afterthought. Like Victoria's there, but
I'm sure they all felt it. I'm sure they all were kind of.
Yeah, I would love to know how Victoria felt about this reign in general. we're trying to get her on here. Like, because I want to
I've got her
know.
phone number.
We got to get her on here because I really want to know
Lisa!
her thoughts. Like, Lisa, we got to do the review of her figurines. Well, I want to do like a very like watch what happens live like sort of thing with her, like to like take a look at some of her looks and be like,
who was your least favorite person on the roster?
yes, like stuff like that.
She will tell you.
I want to do like Versace or Hibachi with some of her ring gears, like
Joey,
so.
my life flashed before my eyes when Joey was at my house the other day because he goes, well, I mean, what are you doing tomorrow? I'm driving to Chicago and I'm meeting Lisa and we're hanging out tomorrow. And I was like, okay, well, I can't go to Chicago with you right now, but I have never been more tempted to get in the car. So
Oh my god. Well, Wreckno, you have to come out here for WrestleMania if you're available.
I literally played the last show of the tour on the 29th, and I don't have my tickets yet. I haven't got my tickets. Do you have your tickets?
I have mine, yeah.
I want to go with someone. Did you get your tickets?
I haven't got tickets yet.
Let's get tickets.
Well,
Okay.
you guys can stay at my house. So like, let me know if you guys want to go. So like,
okay, wait. We should do this because I really want to go.
No, yeah, come. Well, come. I mean, like, my city's fun. It's gonna be great. But like, yeah, but we can go meet a bunch of the girls.
I love
like,
friends in Philly. I would love to stay with you. I would love, and I love Philly.
Can I bring the
lost my
marker?
Uber.
Yeah, of course. Oh my god, duh.
I lost my Uber membership in Philly. When I tried to
Wait, what?
I had a cup of alcohol in Uber, which
I was waiting for semen.
No, that didn't matter. The thing is I had just started touring. It was 2019. It would have been it was my birthday. And I remember I didn't know when you're in a city, because I'd been touring for maybe 5-6 months. You get out of the fucking sidewalk. I'm from the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
You get out of the fucking sidewalk. You don't get out where there's a fucking road. I didn't know there was a car coming. And I opened my door and it hit this person's window and knocked it off. And then I had to get out of the car and be like, I don't know what happened. And I had like a cup of Jameson in my hand. And the Uber driver was like, what the fuck? And I literally was like, bye. And then tipped him. And then I tipped him as much as I could, which sucked because it was such a quick trip that I could only tip him like $20. And literally for 2 years I didn't have Uber. Now, that was my side story. I need you to know.
Stop. I'm gonna pee my pants.
And that's why I love Philly. That's why I always come back.
My God, I love this.
I'm dead. I'm dead at this. Oh my. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So where are we? All right. So
Victoria rolls up.
Victoria rolls up. I hate that this was a roll up.
All
This
her
most
wins
devastating finisher. Small package, girl. She got her. Can I just go through what these crazy notes were?
Please skim.
All caps. Lita Fit. All caps, because I love the yellow. Chain wrestling eleganza, all caps, because they're just chain wrestling nonstop in front of the Canadians. All caps, surfboard, because they do the surfboard stretch, and it looked amazing. And then in all caps, spiderweb to head scissor, because when she does the spiderweb to head scissor, there's been so many moments where someone's weight distribution fucks up, and then you get a weird twisty move where someone's just holding someone's legs away from their head.
We call that a Kelly.
We call that the Kelly.
K2.
The K2. And I'm going to talk about Spice again, my favorite. But I was watching the head scissors go right twice in a row. I was like, at least in front of all of these hardcore Canadian wrestling fans, they did chain wrestling correctly. There wasn't really many flubs other than the moonsault. They looked as credible as women could look who were strong. You have to understand, you guys understand this, but like 4 years before this, I remember Ivory told Lita she wanted to show people that women can really wrestle in their Survivor Series 2019. And Lita was like, yeah, let's just do the spots. That's kind of one of the things that was said, because at that point, we wanted to see women wrestle like that because they were used to spots. And now I feel like it was kind of like a dip in the toe of like some of what we see now, which is legitimate wrestling.
Yep.
True.
Very, very true. This is definitely one of those like early, like, hey, we're gonna go out there and do a match. We're gonna wrestle.
And
it's
really
gonna be
do it. And
really do it.
Exactly. It might not be what you're not gonna see my ass.
Yeah.
You're not gonna like get some crazy broad panties moment, but you're gonna get
They're probably if you're where's the thongs?
Commentary.
Well then after the match too, and I felt it's so funny because I actually didn't remember this happening at all.
Me either.
I was like, huh?
I was like, I'm so glad they got a check for this paper.
Yeah, I actually was wondering like why Gail and Molly were there, like in the back. I was like, who let you in? Like,
kind of reminded me the year before at Backlash 03, they did like the whole women's backstage segment.
Yeah,
on those Torrie, my favorite, one of my
iconic when the big box fell on Stacey's head.
But they also included like Molly, Victoria, all these other girls who were just in the back, and I was like, okay, they knew to be like, all right,
great, love, underrated.
I will say Molly in the shake and go wig.
So Molly and Gail come out and they beat both their asses. Maybe I don't remember this because like it doesn't really go anywhere, but I would have loved it too.
Yeah.
Like, of course it didn't go anywhere. Of course.
Like I was just like, wait, what was the point? I mean, Molly does have like a few things too.
Molly doesn't come back around until after Trish already has the title, but Gail starts to get wins over Victoria.
Yeah, that's right. Well, because they do set up for Bad Blood. It's supposed to be Gail and Victoria one-on-one at first.
It seems like it should be, but then...
It was supposed to be, and then literally the week of, they were like, guess what? It's a fatal four-way.
I know, I might be spoiling it for the future.
No, it's 20 years ago spoiler.
I'm like, is anybody watching this for the first time right now?
Could you imagine?
I want to watch it for the first time.
I would love if there was some like rando who like found this podcast and they think it's a weekly recap, like what's on TV.
What's happening? There's a guy throwing up because he got kissed by a man.
They're gonna be very confused and be like, "What is Stacker 2?" when the sponsors come out.
My favorite that I recently saw was they did Stacker 2 Lights, and it was like Trish in a commercial with the guy from The Sopranos, like, this is Stacker 2 Light. And I was like, is that less chemicals or is this more amphetamine? I can't tell what it is.
My favorite will always be the China commercial. Men, they're always trying to impress me. Hey, China!
Stacker 2 is iconic. If you know about Stacker 2 or Lug boots, you are entitled to financial compensation.
Or if you own a JVC Kaboom box, you can stay.
I will say sometimes I'll watch the old shows and it'll be like, today was sponsored by like Final Fantasy X 2, which I have like all over my arm. Or like it'll be random video games like Kingdom Hearts, and I'll just be like, okay, yes, I live for this.
My life. My personal favorite.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. What's your favorite? It might be mine.
This was sponsored by 8-Legged Freaks coming to theaters soon.
David Archuleta. Oh my God, David Arquette.
God, I wish it was David Archuleta.
David Arquette was probably
my favorite sponsor is I Want Your Bod. Bodman fragrance deodorant.
There's like a
wait,
hold
on.
Oh, he's getting the bod. Bod.
Don't tell me you have bod.
Bod. I want your bod.
King was like, yeah, spray it on me. And the girls just go good. And I'm like, oh my God.
It was like in like a Windex bottle.
Like, why? I don't understand. But also, like, the thing is, too, is like, I want to know what was in Stacker personally. Like, I want to know what was in Stacker 2 because
same.
When I see it, I'm like, that didn't help anybody. There's no way someone's like, I found my fitness journey because I had Stacker 2.
Bod. Keeping them in biz. Hot bod. Demi bod.
Oh my God, someone screenshot this shit right now. I'm getting a sponsorship.
What is that scent called? Fresh Blue Musk?
No, this is really ripped abs.
I can't screenshot, but I will. It's called Really Ripped Abs.
Ripped abs.
I can't. Okay. All right.
That's funny.
I also sprayed it out.
All right, well, Joey, I apologize, but I think I'm gonna skip figure this week.
Wait, I actually have my figures.
All right, okay, I lied. We won't skip
I've been
it.
buying eBay lots. This
You know,
day to see.
Okay,
I have some finds just to show.
That's fine. That's fine. We can do the topic. We can do. We're at 2 hours,
I'll be really quick.
You're fine. Don't apologize. So the topic this week is strangest diva attire on a figure.
The Modern Family doll again. So I have. Can I just say I don't really remember ever seeing Victoria and Lisa.
Oh yeah, I just figured out.
She's clearly had some work done. Something's gone on over here. But the red hot dog legs. Can I just say?
No. So you didn't get to listen. I met Lisa the day after I saw you. I went and talked to Lisa, and I took every Victoria figure ever made. And
not me getting the story. I'm needing this.
Yeah. So I literally was like, okay, people wanted to know why someone recorded this, and I wish I could find the video. But I was like, why does this one have red legs? And she was like, so she was wearing the outfit of the camo things when she scanned, and she said she put tanner on her legs and didn't know that it scanned her whole body.
This is supposed to be tanner. It looks like blood.
So when it scanned, it like changed the tint of her legs.
I literally was like, why? Okay, first off, I've never seen her wear like red fishnets like this.
No.
Like, so insane. And today I was like, I put Arlie on a mission. I was like, help me find the weirdest fucking outfit. And I just looked down and saw this and was like, I never saw this.
I love that the arms.
Okay, and then strong runner-up because I personally I have never seen this girl, and she kind of looks like a cat. This Maria Kanellis.
I love that.
I love her her carpal tunnel brace.
I live for her. I live for the carpal tunnel brace. I live for the jewelry. But I swear to you, I don't know this woman. I don't know this woman. I didn't know she existed.
Her head is so big.
Her head's fucking huge. I've been on eBay getting lots, like little lots a lot when I bid on them, and you never know what's gonna come. So
we need to have our own like figure show at one point and just like go through collections. Because no lie, when I was at your place and got to see your figure collection, I was like, okay, someone rivals mine, and it's not that like person.
It's getting insane. My figure collection is getting pretty insane.
My pick is any Sable figure, like from like Jax, where she's like got like the pose like this, because I don't remember her wearing any of those outfits, like the bright red heels. Never seen her do this. Never seen the tits out to here. Never seen her wearing just a straight up thong to the ring, like the Sable bomb pants. I don't remember any of these outfits ever being made for her. So any of those, but I do love those figures with the blowjob lips. They're great. So like, yeah.
You know, Joey, you had Jake's least favorite Stacy figure with you now.
Oh my God. Yeah. He always, that's a terrible.
I had just smoked some devil's lettuce, and Vance is on my couch and just pulls her out of his pocket, and I was like, and I was literally like, why is this happening right now? But yes, I'm so glad this is happening.
He loves that. It's so bad. It's the worst Stacy figure. The back of the shirt is not even painted.
I love her to death.
This is the best Stacy figure. The one in the outfit from when she debuted.
Is that the way I just got that Torrie? Is that the Torrie with the big thick boots?
Yeah, she's got the big chunky boots on. You can't see them here, but I'm getting this signed when I meet Stacy in like 2 months.
I feel like we've talked about this before, but you know the ones, I can't remember which series it was, the girls, when they were like in action and Lita and Trish. And
with the hair? Like
terrible. I showed that to Arlie today. I was like, do you know who this is? And he was like, I don't think anybody knows who that is. And it was just Trish, like, with like her hair everywhere.
The purple suit Trish.
These are from the Ring movie line. These are people after they saw it.
Is there even any holes to put them in the position that you see them in?
No.
They're
the worst
stupid,
idea ever.
dumb. We
It was the worst.
hate it.
I'm going to be truthful. I watched everything on the way from the gym to home and I forgot about Figure This. So I don't have one, but I do have some figure reveals and one thing that lines up with this perfectly. So I acquired something.
Wow.
Speaking of windblown hair, speaking of weird outfits, I got this Stephanie.
Slut Stephanie when she came out on stage and was like, "Yeah, Dad, I'm a whore now." That is.
I own ECW and I sucked every guy there. So yeah, love a beach.
Not only does it have windblown hair, it's got crimped windblown
That's
hair.
when she came out with the crimped hair.
Oh, you know what? There was a slapping action Stephanie figure that head is from where she was in like it was like a red and black. It was like her sweater vest, but like
She came with the mop,
and she slapped, but she slapped. But wait, why didn't they get the other head? Does she have panties?
She does, and for some reason they are blue.
Well, because the blue dress stuff did not. It was famously removed from shelves because it had a
vagina.
Which is insane.
But
I was like, it was like a straight up priest, like up in there. Like I was like, what?
Which is insane. That's
this is
insane.
actually from a 3-pack with Triple H and Kurt Angle in it.
Okay, was Kurt on a
She was the diva, the doll.
Yeah.
But I did get 3 other figure finds. I got this Asuka.
Oh, she's cute. She's fun.
Love her. I got Ultimate Becky, which is tight.
Oh, actually, she's not bad. Whoa, look at her hair.
The hair's tight. Like,
yeah. Ooh.
Love this. And then I finally got 2-pack China.
Yay! Iconic.
These boots are iconic.
I love that she has like her own boot mold.
Boots and her little cut. Like, that's like her, debut type stuff.
Yeah, I do still have a gripe that we're getting a lot of DX China figures and not enough like Playboy Slut Chinas.
And none of them are elite. Like that one that Joey just found is like an elite like movable one.
It's good.
And the freaking like even like for WrestleMania purple.
Yeah, it doesn't have like the boots and stuff.
It
like,
doesn't. I will say I did get her silver outfit that has like the.
Yes, I love that outfit.
I have a custom of the silver one. That DNS figures.
Oh, theirs are good. Theirs are really
so
good.
I got like China, a Stacy, and a Melina from them. I got a Stacy as a Dudleyville.
Ooh,
I saw it.
I do. Hold on. I do have one good. Hold on 1 second. I have a good.
I'm excited for next week though, because I will talk about them more next week. But a person got me the GG and JC.
I like rotate who's out, but I do have a really good custom China. Of like her like I'm like it's giving me the ass.
Is it with her OG head?
So like they did like a mold, but like I feel bad showing this because I dropped it and I did chip a little bit of the hair off, but she had more fuller bangs. So like now she's got.
It actually looks like her though.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Wait, can you give me like 2 seconds? I just want to flex these customs. Give me just 2 seconds.
Yeah, go get them. We're just gonna search.
Is this our longest episode ever?
100%. This is over 2 hours. So if you have made it through these 2 hours, which is going to be even longer with the clips, I edit in.
And you haven't liked, share, and subscribe.
Reevaluate your life. Like now, if you haven't. Actually, I'm going to leave this China figure out. Why did I put it away?
Also, I love that I had forgot. So, like, literally on the way here, I was like watching this on the train, like trying because I went from work to the gym to here, and like I'm so glad that this Stephanie that I got fit the mold for weirdest thing.
It really does.
Literally the only 2 people in the world that would give a shit about this. All right, we're gonna start hard. Well, okay. Custom Melina.
What the fuck?
Custom Melina with furry boots.
Oh my gosh, she's so good.
Isn't she beautiful?
Oh my god.
Beautiful. DNS Customs. And then we have Miss Joni.
Oh my god. Oh, look at the hair.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Did she get the booty out?
Say it again.
Is her booty out?
No, she didn't have her booty out in this outfit. It's like, but it's it's cinched. Like it's
and
like.
Then, now this is Who doesn't love a little?
Fuck yes, we stand Ariel here. I should have known you were an Ariel bitch.
Oh, girl,
my god!
Absolutely, these are my like pride and joy and the most I've spent on custom figures.
Oh, well worth it too. Like they do like fabric gears and stuff. Like worth it.
It takes a while to get there because they're from they live in Mexico. It takes a while for them to get finished and everything. But I just remember being like, it was like one of the. This is honestly the craze that started my like figure hunting.
I'm not even kidding. I have had like a thought process of like harassing DNS Customs of making me literally every outfit China's ever worn.
They will. No, like if you pay them, like they will make. Like, with China, I think I wanted, which my favorite China look was in 2001. And I think she randomly beat Ivory after WrestleMania. She's in like silver with the fringe.
It was before Judgment Day 2001. It was her last SmackDown appearance, and she has the like never-ending story thing on.
I wanted that outfit, but they were like, "Hey, I only have like this amount of silver fabric," so I ended up. Which this is also.
I love this look from Fully Loaded. I love that look.
Too.
It's one of my favorites.
So good, but I personally really, really wanted. I was like, maybe I'll come back to the one that I really. But
if they do
that
again,
really want a Judgment Day one too.
I thought of my friend just made me. I'll go get her. Hold on. But I do want her a custom of her in like this outfit, so I could put it next to this. So just because like it'd be cute.
You can't see. You can't see it, but wait, sorry.
Did y'all see the custom that is Cortez Customs did the Marlena fig?
So good.
I just saw
good.
I love that we're.
Sweet. I love him.
I love that we
such a sweetie.
I love that like hello these people who like make little custom deals.
We're all like weirdo wrestling.
I love it.
Lovers and action figures lovers.
I want to meet these people. Like my favorite is I love like C. Lopez designs. He does all the dolls and stuff like that, and I bought a bunch of dolls off of him. Like China from Judgment Day, and like the Bellas from Evolution.
With the peacock.
With the hold on.
I love that we're all like running away from the computers for like random things.
Hold on, let me grab
my belt. This is the best day ever. Just arms fully loaded 2000.
Wait, they came in boxes? Whoa, Lita on the back. Holy shit.
I like rotates what's out. So like
send me this person's profile now.
Yeah. I will. So like
I want the Lita so bad.
So like
I hate you.
So like I have this. I have Nikki Bella like in TLC. Hold on. And then like I have the Bellas from Evolution.
Thank God it's not Nikki and Rhonda.
And he did he even like does like the little bedazzled hat. He's like so talented, and like the makeup.
Send me his profile.
I will. The work he does, he has done a ton of them. But they're so good.
That one specifically is that should be a pride and joy.
I love this. And it's just they do take a while, but they're expensive, but they're well worth it. Like honestly, I paid like $500 for the 2 packs.
I paid $300 for the 3 I just showed.
Yeah.
So I understand. I definitely get. But I also I don't dive into the customs.
Yeah.
Unless I'm unless I really, really know I want something.
Thanks.
The last thing I got was I think actually I might have got this Ariel and like a random Billy Kay from DNS that they were just like, I'm selling these 2.
Yeah. Yeah, and when it's like that, it's like but these are well worth it too because it also includes
you're picking
custom
box.
This is things I would spend money on.
Alone, I would have that up.
And these are real boxes. I'm blown away. I have another China. Hold on, I have another China. Sorry.
We get it.
This is iconic. I'm not even gonna lie.
I'm fighting the urge. I have to run all the way downstairs. He's at least just.
I know. I'm just gonna turn my phone off.
I'm just gonna
go right away.
Oh, you know what? I'm in a holster.
I literally, my boss called me out at work because he was looking at my phone, going, "Why are all these eBay notifications going off?" And I'm like, "Shh, don't."
I think she's in my other closet. Wait, what did you say?
He was just saying that his.
Oh, go. You can tell the story.
No, you tell me. You tell me.
Oh, my boss today was like looking at my phone and going, "Why are all these eBay notifications going off?" And I was like,
"My email every morning is like eBay watching, eBay watching." Anyway, okay, all right, guys. So where can people find you if anyone's still listening to this?
So you can find me at Wreckno everywhere, all across the board. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, I have all of them. I'm coming to your city. Look at my tour dates. Come see me. Support a fellow wrestling stan.
Joey, you have social media?
Yeah, I do. Surprising. Joey_Mayberry on Instagram and Twitter. Joey.Mayberry on TikTok. I will be in Orlando, Florida on the 14th, which is this Sunday, wrestling at Pro Wrestling Action. And I will be in Chicago Style Wrestling the following Friday. If you want to come see me whoop some ass.
Yes. Don't follow me. Jake is in Jacob on Twitter and Instagram. So follow me there. And be sure to follow the customizers we mentioned before. If you love to be gagged at diva figures and like dolls and bullshit, like this is all I do. So but guys, and be sure to follow our show, please, or we'll hate you. Golden Era _pod. We are on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, leave us a review. 5 stars is the best and only acceptable thing. Wreckno, thank you so much for joining us today. We love you.
It's my favorite podcast.
Oh my god! Oh, you're our favorite.
This is actually what I invest like most of my downtime into, just because it's my favorite thing in the world. So talking with y'all about it is like. Sorry, I'm sorry to everyone listening. I'm sorry.
No, to be honest, I guarantee you, people are gonna love this and eat this shit up.
I swear, it's like you let a rat out of a cage right now.
No, listen, guys. And anyway, guys, if you are in Philadelphia, February 3rd, run for the hills because, like, if the 3 of us are together, it's gonna be annoying as fuck for everyone. So, I'm so excited. I can't wait to hug you. But guys, Joey, is there anything else?
Jesus, Matt, they talked for 2 fucking hours.
All right, guys, I gotta go. Oh man, kiss me. Lick
that water.
Bezos.